That he will. Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump will go to a Detroit pulpit Saturday morning in his renewed attempt to reach African-American voters. He'll be interviewed by a leading Detroit pastor in front of his congregation. Local 4's Guy Gordon is live with more on the interview and how it kind of all came to be, Guy.
Well, it all came to be, Kim, because Bishop Wayne T. Jackson here at the Impact Ministries, the Impact Network, reached out to both Secretary Clinton and Donald Trump, and Trump accepted. He's known for boldness. He's going to go before a black congregation. That's a first for him. He's been making his outreach to blacks mainly in front of white audiences, so it's quite a change. And Jackson is something of an entrepreneur himself, the owner of the only black-owned Christian broadcasting network in the nation. And he's calling the special 11 a.m. broadcast the voice of the people. In his statement, he states, quote, "This interview is not a rally or an endorsement for Mr. Trump. This is an opportunity as a community to get answers to questions that seriously impact our daily lives and futures."
His messaging has been totally divisive, and unfortunately, it has been really galvanizing people within the Republican Party who the Republican Party don't even want engaged in the political process.
What the hell do you have to lose?
Trump's appeal to minority voters sparked criticism for his harsh characterization of black neighborhoods as crime-ridden and his depiction of them as a politically dependent class.
And to single us out, what the hell do you have to lose, as though we are completely tied to the Democratic ship. It's unfortunate.
But an African-American Trump surrogate says Trump's motives are sincere. Quote, "Citizens around the country will see, as I've seen, the heart and compassion Mr. Trump has for all Americans, which includes minority communities whose votes have been taken for granted for far too long." Republican strategist Dennis Darnoy says Trump's making a shrewd move to come here.
The idea is that, that he's a different kind of Republican in tackling difficult issues that are plaguing those communities.
That he can continue to build his reputation for toughness. And really, Darnoy says there is no downside here because Trump's numbers with black voters are so low, he literally has nothing left to lose. Meantime, Bishop Jackson is hoping that Secretary Clinton will take him up on his invitation to visit as well. We're live from Detroit's West Side. I'm Guy Gordon, Local 4.
Well, Guy, do we know any more about how this interview is going to go? Is it strictly a question and answer session, or can we expect any kind of policy statement from Mr. Trump?
We were hoping to ask that. Yeah, we were hoping to ask that of Bishop Jackson today, but he wouldn't make himself available. We hope to do that tomorrow and find out what kind of format that this is going to be and whether members of the audience will also be able to ask rather pointed questions, and also how Donald Trump will react to that. But Mr. Trump is also going to be making a policy speech to them about economic opportunity and also safe streets and law and order, themes that he has covered in other venues as well. It will be interesting to see if he shifts his tone with the change in audience.
We'll indeed be interested, and we know you'll keep us posted, Guy. We appreciate it.